We've all heard it before. Just follow your passion, start your business, and freedom will follow. But here's the truth: most people who try end up feeling stuck, exhausted, and chasing their own tail. It's like running on a treadmill that never stops. We see flashy Instagram success stories or Shark Tank pitches that make it look easy. But behind the curtain, most businesses collapse within just a few years. Not because people are lazy or dumb, but because they were given the wrong map. From college classrooms to motivational books, we've been sold a version of success that hides the truth. The system teaches us to chase the wrong things and glamorizes overnight wins. But in reality, the rules of survival in business are completely different. So let me ask you, what if everything you've been told about success is wrong? What if hustle and sacrifice are not the secret, but actually the trap? What if the real key is something almost no one talks about? Here's the danger. If you keep playing by the wrong rules, you don't just lose money, you lose years of your life. And even worse, you might lose yourself in the process. That's the real tragedy of failure. The truth is 90% fail, but you don't have to. There's a 10% secret that flips the script. And once you see it, you'll never look at business or yourself the same way again. 9 out of 10 entrepreneurs fail. But here's the crazy part. Most of them fail for the same exact reasons. What if you could avoid them? Hey everyone, Max here, and welcome to the Max Focus channel. Rewire your mind, redesign your life. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button right now, because we're not just talking theory, we're rewiring how you think about success. This video is for educational purposes only, no financial or legal advice, just hard-earned lessons you can apply. We'll break down why most entrepreneurs fail, the hidden patterns nobody talks about, and the 10% secret that separates the few who make it. Stay with me until the end, because missing even one of these insights could put you in the failure pile. Most entrepreneurs think the secret is working longer hours. They push themselves into 16-hour days, hoping effort alone will create success. But what actually happens is exhaustion, not growth. We glorify hustle like it's the badge of honor. But the truth is, burnout destroys businesses faster than laziness ever could. You can't build your dream if you're too exhausted to even think straight. Hard work is good. Yes, it builds your discipline like lifting weights builds muscle. But muscle alone doesn't win the race. You need strategy, leverage, and focus to actually move forward. Imagine rowing harder and harder while your sail is broken. That's hustle culture, working harder instead of smarter. Fix the sail, and suddenly the wind does the heavy lifting for you. The real winners aren't the ones who work the longest, but those who step back and design smarter systems. They delegate, automate, and use leverage so the business grows even while they rest. Success isn't about grinding yourself into the ground. It's about building a business that works for you, not one that consumes you. That's the real secret of the 10% who win. Entrepreneurship sounds exciting, but here's the hard truth: most businesses don't survive. The numbers are brutal, and they're not in your favor. Let's break down why so many people fail. In the US, 20% of businesses fail in the first year, 50% by year 5, and 70% by year 10. That means only a small fraction make it long-term. The odds are stacked against you from day one. The biggest reasons are simple but deadly: poor cash flow, weak demand, wrong pricing, and bad planning. These aren't random accidents, they're predictable traps. And most entrepreneurs fall right into them. Think of your business like a bucket full of holes. You keep pouring water in your time, your effort, your money, but it drains faster than you can fill it. That's why so many entrepreneurs burn out. Most people think passion is enough. They believe that loving what you do guarantees profit. But passion without numbers is just a dream with no fuel. The secret isn't just passion, it's tracking your numbers like your life depends on it. Every sale, every expense, every dollar matters. Because in business, the numbers decide whether you survive or disappear. We all dream of entrepreneurship for freedom, flexibility, and the chance to live life on our own terms. It sounds like the ultimate escape from the 9-to-5 grind. But what if the dream we're chasing isn't what it seems? The irony is, most entrepreneurs end up working longer hours than their old jobs. Instead of gaining freedom, they become prisoners of their own business. The hustle never seems to stop. It's like buying a treadmill when what you wanted was a road trip. You're running fast, but you're not moving anywhere new. The effort feels endless, but without the reward of progress. The truth is, quitting your job doesn't automatically give you freedom. What really creates freedom are systems that keep working, even when you don't. That's the difference between running a job and building a business. Imagine having a business that lets you take Friday off without guilt. You can spend time with family, travel, or just breathe, and the money still flows in. That's real freedom, the kind we were chasing in the first place. The top 10% don't just work harder, they build smarter. They design businesses that serve their lives, not the other way around. That's the real secret to escaping the freedom trap. Most entrepreneurs dive in with big dreams, but the reality is harsh. 90% don't make it. Not because they weren't smart or hardworking, but because they couldn't keep up with change. The truth is, survival isn't about effort, it's about adaptability. The US market shifts faster than ever. New tech, new trends, new customer habits. What works today could be irrelevant tomorrow. If you're not adapting, you're already falling behind. Think about Blockbuster. They had the chance to pivot but ignored Netflix. They clung to an outdated model and paid the price. Ignoring change is like locking the door while the future walks away. Business is like surfing. You don't control the waves, but you can learn to ride them. The waves are unpredictable, but skilled surfers adjust and stay afloat. Entrepreneurs must do the same or get wiped out. We often praise stubbornness as grit, but in business, it can be deadly. Refusing to change when the world shifts is like anchoring your ship in a storm. The stronger the storm, the faster you sink. The lesson is simple. Flexibility is the survival trait of the 10%. It's not about being the strongest, but about bending without breaking. Adaptability isn't just a skill, it's the secret weapon. 90% of entrepreneurs don't make it, but the 10% who survive know a secret: you can't do it alone. Success isn't about being the toughest lone wolf, it's about building the right tribe. Your journey gets easier when you have allies by your side. Too many entrepreneurs wear the self-made badge like armor, but in reality, going alone leaves you exhausted and blind to opportunities. The real strength is knowing when to ask for help. Imagine going into battle alone. It's like one soldier against an entire army. You may be brave, but bravery without support is a recipe for defeat. Armies win wars, not solo fighters. The lone wolf path often ends in burnout, tired, stressed, and overwhelmed. But those who build teams create resilience. Together, they can take on challenges that would crush one person alone. Smart entrepreneurs don't wait until they're drowning to find support. They build relationships early, so when storms come, they already have a lifeboat. Your network is your safety net. At the end of the day, your network is your net worth. The 10% who succeed don't just build businesses, they build people around them. Remember, you can't do it alone. Most entrepreneurs don't really build a business, they just build themselves a stressful job. They're stuck answering emails, fixing problems, and chasing every little task. It feels like running in circles with no way out. It's like opening your own restaurant but being stuck in the back washing dishes. You never get to greet guests, design the menu, or feel the joy of creating something bigger. You're buried in work instead of leading. Employees are meant to execute tasks, but leaders design the systems that make everything run. If you stay in execution mode, you'll always be stuck working harder, not smarter. The real shift happens when you start building structure, not just doing tasks. The difference between being busy and being a leader is perspective. Leaders zoom out, see the big picture, and set direction instead of drowning in details. It's like moving from being inside the maze to standing above it. The top 10% of entrepreneurs think differently. They don't just grind every day, they build systems, hire the right people, and create culture. They play the long game instead of the short hustle. The real secret is to stop being just an operator in your business. Step into the role of leader, the one who designs, guides, and inspires. That's how you move from being stuck to truly building something that lasts. Most entrepreneurs fail, not because they aren't smart, but because they're missing one key ingredient. It's not luck, it's not hustle, and it's not even having the best idea. The real secret is something far deeper. Business is like flying a plane. You need three things working together: the map, the engine, and the pilot. If even one of them is missing, the plane can't take off. Clarity is your map. It tells you exactly where you're going so you don't waste years wandering in circles. Without clarity, you might be moving, but you're not moving forward. Systems are the engine. They keep the business moving smoothly, even when you're tired or distracted. Without systems, everything breaks down. Mindset is the pilot. It's the way you see challenges and how you decide to steer through storms. Without the right mindset, you'll crash even with the best plane and map. When clarity, systems, and mindset work together, you soar. That's the 10% secret that separates success from failure. So tell me, which piece are you missing right now? Most fail not because they're not capable, but because they're misled. The 10% secret equals clarity plus systems plus mindset. The path isn't easy, but it's clear once you know the truth. If this opened your eyes, hit like, subscribe, and share this with someone chasing their dream. Drop a comment below. Which trap do you see entrepreneurs around you falling into? Let's spark a real conversation. This is Max with the Max Focus channel. Rewire your mind. Redesign your life. Remember, success isn't about running faster. It's about running smarter. Until next time, take care of your mind and your life will follow.